Hello, friends and family. My name is Brian, and this is the show where I pick things. I should have come up with a name of it before I started this. I decided it was high time for me to start a NFL pick show, and what better time to start than week 9 of the season? So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So tonight, Thursday Night Football, we have the now 5-2 Green Bay Packers visiting the 4-4 what's left of San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are a 5.5 point, no, they're actually up to a 7-point home underdog with the over-under at 48.5. Now, last game for the Packers, obviously there was that big letdown against the Minnesota Vikings in Lambeau. They completely blew it and let the Minnesota Vikings come in there and handle them. I mean, Thursday Night Football, obviously, it's always a toss-up. I think, however, I think that the Packers are going to get back on track tonight. I think they are going to just go in and just annihilate these injury-ridden 49ers, obviously. No Garoppolo, no Kittle, could be out for weeks, could be out for the season. So I will take the Packers. I'll move the line to a touchdown plus. I think if you can move the line to +8, I'll take the Packers. Next, we have the 3.5. Next, we have the 3-5 Carolina Packers visiting the 7-1 Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead. The Chiefs are a 10.5 point favorite with an over-under of 52.5. Last Thursday, actually, Carolina lost to Atlanta on Thursday Night Football, which is why I think, you never really want to bet on Thursday because it's just so unpredictable, but I do think that I feel really good about Green Bay's chances tonight. Kansas City obviously blew out the Jets. Jets are the worst team of all time. I don't think that the Panthers are a very horrible team. Certainly not to the degree of the New York Jets, so I don't think it'll be as much of a blowout, but I still think the Chiefs are going to win comfortably. So I think that this is the type of game that you could use with a big super teaser, take 3 or 4 teams, get a whole bunch of points. I'll take the Chiefs. 5-3 Chicago Bears, 5-2 Tennessee Titans. Chicago loses in overtime against the Saints. Titans get upset by the Bengals, now losing 2 straight. You lose to the Steelers, you lose to the Bengals, now you got the Bears. The Titans are a 6.5 point favorite, and the over-under is at 47 points. The Bears have also lost 2 straight, and I mean, you just got to think Tannehill over Foles, maybe Trubisky. I think you move the line to 2.5 and take the Titans. I trust Tannehill far more than I do any quarterback that the Bears have. So the pick there is Tennessee. Denver 3-4, Atlanta 2-6. Atlanta is a 4-point favorite at home with the line at 56 points. Like I said earlier, Atlanta beat Carolina last Thursday Night Football. Denver had that huge, what were they up? 24 points, something like that, against the Chargers. And then came storming back and scored the game-winning touchdown with no time left on the clock. These are 2 very unpredictable teams. I think that if you can move the line to +8, Denver, I would take that. I don't think that it's going to be decided by anything more than a touchdown. If you had to bet on it, that's what I would do. This is one that I think would probably be a good idea to stay away from a gambling perspective. And let's just move right along. Turn the page on those games and turn the page on my notebook. The 3-4 Detroit Lions visit the 2-5 Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings are -4. They opened -4 and opened over-under at 51.5. This game is currently off the board. Obviously, I don't have to tell you, if you get this game, if you find somewhere that has it, if you put money on it, Minnesota's a guarantee. I mean, who even is the Detroit quarterback at this point? Obviously, Matthew Stafford has the Rona. So I don't know. Is it? I don't know. Anyway, I'll put it up on the screen. But yeah, I mean, Minnesota's gonna win this. But who knows? I mean, Minnesota's horrible, super unpredictable, and then just when you write them off, and they go and beat the Packers. So I don't know. Next up, we have the Houston Texans visiting the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both are 1-6. The Jaguars are a 7-point underdog at home. 50.5 is the over/under. Houston, coming off their bye, just lost to the Packers. Jacksonville also coming off a bye after losing to the Chargers. Don't bet on this game. This is a coin flip. This is just two abysmal teams. Yeah, I don't even want to say anything more about that. Just I need to get that game out of my mind. That's just pathetic. On the complete other side of things, we have the 6-1 Seattle Seahawks visiting the 6-2 Buffalo Bills. Set up to be a fantastic game. The Bills are a 3-point underdog at home, and the over/under is 55 points. Seattle took care of San Francisco. Buffalo took care of New England. Ended the Patriots season. They're letting Russ cook this year. Last I checked, the weather isn't going to be horrible in Buffalo, so I think that Seattle's able to conquer the Bills' defense. Obviously, the Bills squeaked it out against the Patriots. Cam had that fumble, could have tied the game, could have taken the lead. So I think Seattle is the pick here. I'll move the line half a point, take Seattle 2.5. Next, we have the 4-3 Raiders and the 2.5 Los Angeles Chargers. This game is a pick'em. Over and under is 51.5. Lots of points will be scored, I guarantee you. Last week, the Raiders took care of the Cleveland Browns in just a horrible, windy, snowy, whatever you want to call it, hail, frozen rain. It was a mess. It was just the wind coming every which way off the lake. Nobody could make field goals. They were just flying all over the place. It was insane. The Raiders put up a lot of points, and they allow a lot of points in that same light. I think that Herbert is playing fantastic this year. He's doing great. I wouldn't pick this game. I think that it could go either way, but I just know that a lot of points are going to be scored. I think that 51.5, you have to take the over. I see no way how the over isn't hit. Yeah, and I'm excited to see how the Chargers blow this one, because Lynn finds new ways every week to lose games, so it's going to be exciting. Next, we go to Monday Night Football. We go to the Meadowlands in New Jersey, where the New England Patriots, coming in at 2-5, visit the 0-8 New York Jets. Jets are a 7.5-point underdog, over under 41.5. Like I said earlier in the program, the Jets very well could be the worst team of all time. I predict that after this Monday Night Football loss, that Adam Gase will be fired. Maybe he'll retire. Who knows? New England hung around with the Bills last week. Lost on that Cam fumble, like I said. Jets got just laughed out of Arrowhead, as you'd expect. 7.5, I think that you gotta take New England. Maybe you tease it, bring it down to 2.5, do something, but I think that Cam is gonna look like the Cam Newton of 2015 this game. It's just going to be pathetic. Sunday Night Football. We're going in reverse, but that's quite alright. We have the 5-2 New Orleans Saints visiting the 6-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers are a 4-point favorite. Over-under is 51. Last Monday Night Football, the Bucs held off the Giants. There was that controversial, they called PI on the 2-point conversion. Refs talked about it, picked up the flag, Giants lose. Saints beat Chicago in overtime. The Saints scored 26 on the Bears D. Bucks scored 25 on Giants D, which is just, it's like someone getting an A on a calculus test and then someone else getting a B+ on a kindergarten test. I think it's just a huge difference there. The Godwin absence is horrible for the Buccaneers. The offense looks completely different. I think this is going to be a good game. I think it's going to be close. I'll take New Orleans, move the line to 8 or more, whatever you can do. But I don't think that it's decided by anything more than a touchdown either way. So that's my pick there, New Orleans. Next, another Sunday game. We got the 5-2 Baltimore Ravens and the 5-2 Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis is a 2-point underdog. The over-under is 47.5. I think that this is just a toss-up. I think just sit back and enjoy this one. Next, we have a real just battle of the elites as the 1-7 New York Giants take on the 2-5 Washington football team. The football team is a 2.5-point favorite. Over-under is 43. Don't do it to yourself. Don't put any kind of personal attachment or interest in this game. This is just, I don't know. Don't ever go anywhere near the NFC least. I think at 2.5, I think I would take the football team. I think the football team wins this one. My pick is that the game will be under 43. I don't know how these teams are gonna flounder around and throw interceptions and fumble and miss tackles and trip when they're gonna score a touchdown. And no, I just want to get this game out of my mind. But yeah, no way. 43 points off the table, not gonna happen. 7-0 Pittsburgh Steelers take on the 2-6 Dallas Cowboys. Dallas is a 14-point underdog, over under 41.5. Obviously, Dalton's out. I think he has COVID, so Gucci DiNucci is going to be the starter, and there's just no way that he's going to beat the undefeated Steelers. It's not going to happen. I think 14 points, I think this is a fantastic game to use in a teaser. Just move the line wherever you want it, but just know that Pittsburgh will come out on top. It's a guarantee. And I believe that is it. So thank you for watching, and always remember, the most important bet is your bet on yourself. See you next time.